Hi, fourth grade families. This is Miss Lichtel, and I wanted to share with you all how to make the borax crystals that the students will be doing this week. This is an asynchronous activity, so students will be completing this after school, over the weekend, anytime that works for you. So let's get started. You guys will need borax, and before I continue, I believe that baking soda can be used as an alternative to borax. I don't want anyone to have to go out and buy this if you don't have it. Baking soda, I've heard, is an alternative. I have never tested it myself. However, it might be kind of a cool thing to see some students use borax, some use the baking soda. So just wanted to throw that out there. Borax or baking soda, you will need a pipe cleaner that was sent home with your students this week. You'll need some kind of stick. I'm using a pencil. You'll need some string. I didn't have string, so I cut a rubber band in half. A spoon or measuring, tablespoon measure. You will need a measuring cup. I don't have one, so I'm using this 8-ounce cup, as well as a heat-safe glass. Mine's a Pyrex. It's, maybe 4 by 6, something like that. So first thing that you're going to want to do is take your string and your pipe cleaner. You're going to tie a knot around the middle of your pipe cleaner. And also you're going to want to leave as much of the string long as you can. Sometimes, it's not possible to leave it super long, but as long as you can leave it, the better. So you're going to tie it maybe once, maybe twice around the middle of your pipe cleaner. And then you're going to fold it into any fun shape that you want. You might do a, sorry, I'm getting tired of standing. You might do a swirl. You might do something else. I'm going to do a swirl. It's just, any shape that makes you happy. This is the shape that your crystal is going to, take the shape of. So anything that makes your heart happy is great. It doesn't necessarily need to be like tied together. I just kind of bent mine in so that it stays good enough. All right. Now I'm going to take my stick, aka my pencil, and I'm going to tie it around the middle of my stick. And the reason we're using the stick is because it's going to be placed into the heat-safe glass under the water. So you'll want to measure it out so that the pencil or the stick can lay on the top of your heat-safe glass and your crystal or your pipe cleaner is submerged in the water. If it touches the bottom of the container, that's fine. It's no big deal. I've seen some get minorly stuck. They can be pulled off if needed, so that's not a huge deal. So you'll tie that around your stick. It could be a wooden dowel. It could be a spoon or a fork or a knife. Hopefully not a knife, just for safety reasons. But there we go. There's my stick. And that's going to fit perfectly. And it's a little bit on the side, but that's okay. I want it to be submerged in water anyway. All right. My gosh, this video is long. I'm so sorry. I just really want you guys to know what to do. So then you are going to make your solution of borax and water. So it's really important that your water is boiling. I have my water heater turned on over there. I'm going to grab it in just a moment. But essentially you're going to want, for every cup of water, you're going to want 3 to 4 tablespoons of borax. So I don't have an exact measure. I'm just going to use an actual spoon. And you want there to be enough water so that your crystal will be submerged. You're not putting your crystal in just yet, or your pipe cleaner. You're not putting that in until you make your solution. So I'm going to walk over here and grab my water heater. Let's see. So this water is essentially boiling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out a cup to start. And I'll take a look. You know what? I need a little bit more water than that. So I'll measure out another cup and I'll see where that gets me. Again, you want your pipe cleaner to be able to be submerged. So I used about 1 cup and 3/4. So I'll adjust. Just had to make sure I turned it off. All right, and then again, 3 to 4 tablespoons per cup of water. So I'm gonna reach in here. Oh my goodness, my borax is being a little picky. It's okay. Again, 3 to 4 per cup. So I'll probably put in maybe 6. And you'll want to stir it. And the goal is that all the borax has dissolved. I have read, and I'm actually reading the directions right now, which will be posted. You guys will have this available to you while you are doing your own experiment. But the goal is that, so it says for best results, add enough borax that you can see a small pile of it on the bottom of the glass, or after stirring, bottom of the glass after stirring until the water is clear. So stir it, and very carefully because it may be very full. So you're going to stir it, and it might be a little cloudy. If that's the case, you may want to add more water. So that we don't want it to be cloudy, because then your crystals might be cloudy. And if that happens, it's fine. It's no big deal. We're doing experiments to see what happens when we mix all of these substances together and see what we can create. And oftentimes they turn out really interesting. And if, they look different, hey, that's pretty cool. We get to learn from each other. So mine looks, mine looks a little bit cloudy, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to waste too much more time because this is a very long video. So after, friends, you have made your solution. Mine is a big mess. I have a little bit on the bottom. It's a little cloudy. That's just fine. Right afterwards, after your water, not after your water, after you have done this, right away, you want to put your crystal into the hot water. You want to make sure that it's hot when you put it in. That will yield the best results. You may even decide to put this in the microwave before putting your crystal in, just to make sure that it's, will give you the best results. Because like I said, hot water, best results. All right, families and 4th grade friends, that is pretty much all of the steps that you need for your borax crystals. After you have done the steps, you've put your crystal in its water solution. You're going to let it sit for quite a while. You may let it sit for a day or 2 or 3 before you start seeing crystals. Don't worry, it does take some time. We will be keeping track of our salt crystal and how it grows over the next couple weeks. And this is something you could come to when you have finished something early or you have nothing to do during independent work time. You can observe your salt crystal and make an entry. Well, thank you guys for watching, and please let Miss LaRosa or I know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for tuning in, and have fun!